Hey guys, so now that we've set up our MT4, or rather we've registered our MT4 accounts, whether it's your demo or live, but in this case, demo account, you can then customize it. So this video is basically to talk about how to customize your MT4 account so that it looks less intimidating. So this video is for beginner traders, people who are brand new to Forex and are just starting out, setting up their accounts and everything. So I really hope that this is helpful. If this is your first time on my YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell so that in case I do post future videos on my channel, you get up to speed or pretty fast. So, or updated rather, pretty fast. So that being said, let's get to the crux of the video. So yes, this is my demo account. If you want a previous video, I just posted part one. I showed you how to set up the account in terms of registration, and now this is how it looks once you've registered. So I have a 5K balance demo account. You can see my equity and margin. So I haven't really done anything as yet with this account. So the first thing usually what I do is we can see there are 4 screens here. So technically you can have multiple screens of different currencies on your screen. But what I like to do is to just get out all the noise and keep it simple. So I'm going to maximize one of the charts. In this case, this is my Euro USD. Um, you can see down here Euro USD marked out. H4 is basically the 4 hour, and then the other currencies that were there earlier are all here. So because I don't trade with let's say indicators necessarily, I like my charts clean. But just so you know, okay, so let's say for example that your chart comes looking like this. These are now the candlesticks that you can see. And then this line here is basically, if you hover over it, you can see it's a moving average, a 14 period moving average line. And it just helps you to get to see the trend of the market. And you can customize it any way you want. So it's a red line. If I just right click on it, you can see MF14 properties. I can delete it if I want. So because I don't trade with indicators, I would delete this, but for those who will plan to be using indicators, you can come to properties here and you can customize it to whatever you want. So let's say you want this to be blue, you can change it to blue. If you want to thicken or make it dashed out or thicken it, let's say, you can do that. Now, this is a simple moving average. If I want to change to exponential, I could, or smooth or linear or weighted. And if I'm using exponential, I'll probably put a period of, let's say, 200 or 50 or 30. Just depends on what you want. And that's basically it. So then I can just say, okay. And you can see my line from 14 period to 200 has changed. I've even been able to change the color. So basically, this is an indicator or an example of an indicator. If I wanted to add, so now we go to the menu, okay? If I wanted to now, let's say, um, for example, begin to literally customize this. So let's first go through the tabs on the menu. So we have the file, okay? And remember, file allows you to do a couple of things. It allows you to open a new chart. So let's say I want to open a new chart of, let's say, AUD USD. I just click on it. Or if I want to go to the Forex, other Forex pairs like Euro GBP, or base currencies and ZDJPY, I just click on it and another chart opens up. So here is now the next chart that opened up, which is NZD JPY. And it's a 1 hour. So that's the file. That's what basically you used to do. I mean, you use it for, and then I can save this chart if I want to. I can save it as a picture. So let's say once, let's say I've finished customizing my chart, I can take a picture of it and save it. And then remember, this is how we opened our accounts. Open an account. If I want to open a new account, if I want to log into a trade account, I can do that. Now, the view allows you to do a couple of things. get rid of, let's say, add, like now we have the market watch. If I want to remove it, I've removed it. If I want to add it again, I just click on it and it's back here. Market watch just gives you an idea or shows you the currencies that are available, and the bid and ask prices, and whether it's going up and down and things like that. So if I don't want it, because again, I personally like my charts clean, I can either click here or I can go to the view, okay, and just remove it. Okay, then we have our navigation bar here, where you can see your indicators. So if I wanted to add any of the indicators, I can use the navigation bar, okay, and I can add whatever indicator I want to use. So the moving average that we saw on the Euro USD, for example, is basically a trend indicator, and we can see it here, okay, and so you can also pick it from this navigation bar on the left. So all these are all the indicators, and you can play around with everything here and just test them out. Okay, but for this video, I'm not going to focus on the indicators because, guys, like I said, I don't use indicators. So if I want to get rid of this page, I just of this bar, I just close it. Okay, if I wanted to add it again, I just add it and I add navigator. It's here. Okay, now below here we can see the terminal, and the terminal allows me to see my balance, my equity, and all that. I can always hide it if I want my screen to fill, my chart to fill the entire screen. If I want to put it back again, I just come here and add terminal. Okay, so at the terminal we can see the trade, we can see exposure. So let's say if you're trading a lot of USD pairs, you can see, just it shows you the graph of how often you trade USD and so on. If you want to see your account history, you can see all the trades that you've taken. Right now there are no trades you've taken in the past, so I really don't have an account history to show right now. And so on. And the news, in case there's anything in the news that comes out, you can check it out here. They just and I think they've linked their news to FX Wire Pro. So in case you want to read something about this, for example, this headline here, on AUD USD, sponsored by FX Wire Pro, you can just basically read it, what's happening, and so on and so forth. If there are alerts specific, they'll show up here. Mailbox, if you have a new account, if you have some messages in your mailbox sent, I guess, by the MT4 platform or by your broker, you can see it here. Like now they sent me a new account registration right about there. So I hope you guys can see my screen. Yes. So basically that's that. So explore your terminal, guys. Just have a look at what it has. There's this here at the bottom where you can see, sorry, my MT4 was hanging, signals and things like that. If you did want to, I guess, subscribe to somebody's signals on the MT4 space, I guess you could. So you can just literally just explore your MT4. Now, you can look at, I'm just going to say this, if you're going to look at any signal provider here, I can't vouch for any, I've never used them. So you just have to be really careful about what you do here. It's really up to you. But yes, explore your terminal and do as you please with it. Now, the important bit, if I wanted to, let's say, minimize this a bit further, I don't want to see too much of the terminal, I can literally do that, just take my scrolling, sorry, it's hanging again. Technology, guys, technology. Sometimes we'll do that. So if I wanted to push this up so that I see more of my, sorry, excuse me, I see more of my terminal, this is it, right? But I want to reduce it because I can see more of my charts. Okay. And if there was a trade, open trade, we'd be able to see everything here. Okay, but before that, we are customizing MT4. So the view is exactly for what I've just shown you guys. Then we have insert. Now, remember, we through the view navigator, you could actually insert your indicators, your expert advisors, the EAs, your scripts, and so on and so forth. Now, you can also use the insert menu on the icon on the menu bar to actually add indicators. Same thing, right? Just a second way of doing it. So these are all your indicators here. Remember, the moving average is under the trend in case you want to look at that or add it. So let's say I wanted to add Bollinger Bands. I could just say, okay, and here they are, okay? If I wanted to remove them, I could either right click on the chart directly and just go to delete, and I delete it and it's gone. I delete the moving average and it's gone. Or I can do it from the insert. Sorry, not from the insert. I can delete by right clicking on the indicator. I can add, okay, the indicator, sorry, I can add the indicator by inserting, okay. If I want to add a line, like a vertical line, I click on the vertical line and I just, if I want to, there you go. And if I wanted to delete it, I just right click on it and then I make sure I double click on it so that I can see these tiny boxes there. That's why I know that it's possible to edit it. And then I can delete it. I can change the properties, maybe make the line thicker, okay. But if I want to delete it, I just right click over it and I delete, okay. So insert, you can insert anything, indicators, lines, channels, like the Fibonacci, which you learn later on as you advance as a trader, and all these other things, right? One of the only things that I would use here would be the Fibonacci tool. I don't use any other here, okay. The Fibonacci tool here, the retracement and so on. Then when we go to our chart, let's say I now want to customize the chart so that it looks a bit more prettier, more visual, and so on. So I'll technically like say, I can either right click on my chart and then go down to properties, and then we can see the same thing in this box. Now I can do it very simply. Either use this icon here saying a color scheme and drop down menu, and we can see, I can make it simple. Either choose yellow on black, okay, and my chart changes to yellow and black, or I can choose green on black, which was the original, or black on white, and this is my chart, right? Then I can go back to properties and then I'll work it a bit more in the background here and now just make it cleaner. Now, for example, for me, I don't like seeing too many boxes at the background. So again, this is really up to you. I like my charts really clean. So I'll just come here and be like, okay, I want my background white. I don't want anything, sorry. Right click, properties. My background is white. The grid, I'm gonna get rid of the grid. I don't want any grid, so it's now blank. And let's say some people like it black on white. That's okay, but imagine you can also change the colors. So of the candlesticks. Remember, guys, you're gonna learn about this if you haven't already. This is a candlestick chart, and it's a candlestick chart. So this is how it looks. If I wanted to maximize it, I can. If I want to minimize it, I zoom out. If I want to see the end shift so I can see a bit more on this other side, I can use this icon to shift it so that I can see a bit more here. I can undo that and it goes back. I can, keep this still so I can't move it. I can remove this and my chart is basically stuck there. Okay, I can drag my screen up or down on the chart and it minimizes. So I'm dragging it up, it increases the size, the length of the candlesticks. I can do this to just minimize, so you can play around with this, okay? And then back to the chart customization. So we are still, like I'd like to change my colors to, let's say, bar up. I want my bar up to be, it can remain, I guess I can do like a teal color, and then I'll just say my bull candle is the same, and I think that looks okay. It actually does, but I want to change the color again. I don't want a really dark turquoise. I want it a bit less sharp. Okay. I don't know if it's less sharp or I'm looking for, yes, this is actually what I want, the colored blue, which is looking close towards, yeah, just something that's not too sharp on my eyes and everything. So that's it. So we've made it a plain background. We've changed the colors. What else can you do with your charts? So yes, now, so here is, so the charts, zoom in, zoom out. So outside of right clicking, you can also go to charts if you want to customize your chart. Okay. So sorry, my screen is kind of high. My mouse is kind of hanging. So I could either right click or I come to charts and I do the same thing. I customize. Okay. And I can also just go to properties again from the menu and do the customization. So those are the two different ways. Either you right click or you just go to the menu and you click on chart and you're able to customize your chart. And then if I want to change a time frame, here are the time frames. I can change this specific chart of Euro USD into a monthly chart. There we go. Or I can change it to another time frame like the 1 minute. Okay. Again, so this chart icon or tool, or I don't know what else to use it, is what call it rather, is what you're going to use to customize your chart to your preference. Okay. So that's that. If I wanted to hide this cell by icon here, I just click up here and I hide the pane, I unhide it, I hide it, I unhide it, and so on. If I wanted to, let's say, return the multiple screens, I just double click and it gives me one screen. And in this case, I can double click and it gives me all screens on here. But now you can notice that only one screen is customized. So if I wanted to customize USD, sorry about that, USD, let's say GBP USD chart, I can, let me double click. What I can do is first come to this Euro USD, the one that I customized, and then I would save it. So I want to save this template. And I want to save it. I'll save it. You can save it with anything. So in my case, I'll just use my pseudo. You all know me as Miss Fierce. So I'll just be like Fierce. You know, this is my Fierce template. Triple R. So there we go. And so anytime I want to, I don't have to customize this from scratch. I just come here and I click on Fierce and my chart is customized. Okay, to my liking. I don't have to do this all over again. Okay, so you can keep on saving your strategy. So if you're, like I said, indicator person, trader, you simply add your indicators to your main chart and then you save that template. And then every time you open a new pair, you don't have to do it from scratch. You just simply click on the template. So that's that. And then remember, we could change time frame from the menu, but you can also, when you're looking at your charts, time frame, and you can also change your template from the chart as opposed to this icon here. But you can also do it up here. So again, very simple, changing the time frames and so on and so forth. So just explore your menu. Then we have the tools here. And the tools is just, let's say if I wanted to open a new trade. So let's see, we're looking at NZDJPY. I'm looking at NZDJPY, which is the hourly time frame, and it's been pushing to the upside. Let's say I'm thinking we're gonna buy because I've looked at my weekly, we're looking bullish, daily, we're looking bullish. 4 hours, same drill. So I'm thinking, maybe I could buy this pair, right? So I'll just either unhide my pane and buy from this pane and then adjust my lot sizes. Again, you probably know, we'll learn how to do that if you're a brand new trader. So let's say I want to buy NZDJPY. Let's say I would just want to do like, 5. I want to change the size of this contract or the volume. So I just want to say 0.001. Let's just put 0.0505. Okay. And I want to buy. I can just buy, right? accepts this, and I buy, and I say okay, and I buy, and the new order is opened. Was it opened? NZDJPY. Did I buy NZDJPY? I should have bought NZDJPY. Let me just increase this pane so that we can see. I don't think we bought it though. Okay, not yet. So let me try this again. I'm buying NZ. Okay, so it's bought it now. I've clicked on it, and here is the buy. And obviously, we can see it's thrown me up here, which is fine. Brokers sometimes will do that because you may not get the exact price. You're going to get the broker price, and sometimes that, depending on the kind of account you have, it may have its fees factored into its spread, so the spread may be higher, causing your entry to be a bit higher than where you anticipated. Anyway, so you can either do that, or you can open a new order from this tab here. New order, same drill. And I just come and I buy the market, and I can adjust my parameters here. So we can see New Zealand JPY. If I want to open another pair, NZD USD, I can do the same thing and say I want to buy. I buy and have a second trade opening. And now you can see in the terminal all the trades that I've opened. Does that make sense, guys? So that's trading, right? Let me see something else. So this is also another icon to help you add the indicators. And then if I wanted to use a crosshair to just, look at where price is and whatnot, or maybe I want to measure the pips from my buy entry to where the price is currently now, I'll just hover over the price, and then I will drag it to where we are. Okay, and we can see we're about 58, 42, 36 points from where we were entered into the price. Now, something is missing here, so I want to customize it. I want to put properties. I want to show the line, the ask. Where is the ask line? I don't know why it's not showing. Foreground. Okay, so foreground. I want to change this to what, teal as well, maybe. It's not showing me the line. I wanted to see the price line. I'm sure there's a way you can do it. Anyway, so let me put, now if I want to customize my trade, I'm into this trade, I want to put my take profit. I can hover over the trade itself, right click, modify. So I can either delete the trade, or I can modify it. So let's say I want to modify it, and I want to put my take profit, and I'm thinking, maybe this thing will go to 78,545. So I'll put 78.545. Right there, and that's where we are at. Okay, I don't know where it's gone to. I think it's, let me do this again. So modify, click on the pair, and then I right click, and then I say modify, and I correct this. So yeah, sorry, let me put it at somewhere where you can see, so that this class makes sense. 0.485, or rather this example. Oh, I'm on the 5 minutes, sorry. So let me go on maybe a higher time frame. Interesting, I can't see the take profit. Why can I see the take profit? But anyway, we can see we've modified our price regardless. Sorry, I was modifying the wrong thing. I put the wrong price. That's why it's not showing. So it actually should be 0. I was modifying the wrong trade. So let's go back to NZDJPY, modify. So 78. 500. Okay, 578.500. Okay, so there we go. And now we can see my take profit. Okay, now I can also put my stop loss on that trade, modify again, and I say my stop loss is maybe what, 77, just below. And now it's way down here, so I can always drag it up and keep a tight stop loss, and then I can push my take profit higher. Let me go on a higher time frame so you can see this a bit better. Yeah, so I can maybe push my take profit up here, modify it. Yeah, so that's basically how you can customize your chart. So we've opened 2 trades. NZD-JPY, I've set my SLNTP, NZD not yet, and so you can do that basically the same way I did for NZD-JPY. Now, so these are the menus. Explore them to see how you can play around with them. If I want to add a line, I just click on it and then I just plop it on my chart, and I can always drag it up or down. If I want to delete it, I right click on that and I delete. Okay. Yes. So guys, I hope this has been helpful. Please like or subscribe, smash that notification bell, and thank you as always for tuning in. See you soon.